How would you like to have a life insurance plan that pays you without having to die? First off, I would like to congratulate you on making some of the decisions you have made in your life so far. These decisions were made on the information you had at that time. But today, if you were given more knowledge to have a better plan in place for your family, would you consider making a change? If at some point you don't receive compensation from your life insurance policy, you might have the wrong plan. I'm going to show you how to get paid from your life insurance plan one of 4 different ways. The problem with most life insurance plans is someone has to die for anyone to benefit. Now, I agree. That is precisely why you bought it in the first place. But what if there's a way to have a plan that just made more sense and didn't cost you any more out of pocket? Hi, my name is Andrew Pryor, and in the next 9 minutes, I'm going to share with you exactly how all my clients are getting paid from their life insurance plan and how you can do exactly the same. I'm going to share with you the 4 ways my clients are getting paid without having to die. These are the exact same strategies that will pay my family up to $1 million for being diagnosed with cancer or other critical and chronic illnesses. After being in business for 9 years and helping thousands of clients, we quickly found out that most people simply don't have clarity on what's available to them. Most likely you own a term life insurance plan or a permanent plan that comes with some sort of cash value, now whether that's whole life or universal life. While these plans are great, and I applaud you for taking the initiative, there's a chance it doesn't come with living benefits associated with the plan. Meet Jeff. He was able to pay off all his debt with the funds he received from his life insurance plan. He is now cancer-free and runs a debt-free business. Let's start with the 3 living benefits. We want to make sure your family is protected if one of 3 things happen to you, whether you die too soon, live too long, or simply get sick along the way. Why? Because there's a 69% chance of surviving cancer and an 83% chance of surviving a stroke in America. Now, the first living benefit is the main reason I purchased my personal plan. It's called critical illness. And when it comes to a cancer diagnosis, I realize that cancer has no respect of age. We've seen 2-year-olds all the way to 92 diagnosed with cancer. If I become diagnosed with cancer or a critical illness this week, I have access to up to $1 million. Now, there are about 15 different qualifying events that involve critical illness. The main 3, in my opinion, are cancer, stroke, and heart attack. Now, should you become diagnosed with any of the 15 critical illnesses, you and your family will have access to up to 95% of your death benefit. For example, if you have a $100,000 life insurance plan, you will have access to up to $95,000 depending on the degree of diagnosis. The next living benefit involves the possibility of living too long. Now that sounds crazy, but hear me out. We all have that relative, or maybe we've said this ourselves, but it goes like this. Don't you ever put me in a nursing home. I'd rather die than to go there. That sounds harsh, but we've all heard it. The chronic illness benefit will pay you and your family up to 95% of the death benefit in the event you cannot perform 2 of the 6 activities of daily living, such as bathing, eating, dressing, just to name a few. Now, no one likes to think of themselves in that way, but it's reality. Long-term care insurance is so expensive. This is an alternative way to help pay for the necessary care you may need. And by the way, this could pay for in-home care, which means you never have to go into a facility. The third living benefit is called terminal illness. This will pay your family in the event you are terminally ill with 24 months or less to live. We will send you the same 95% benefit immediately to settle your affairs. This is my least favorite, but it makes the last few months or years of your life a little easier knowing you've helped set your family up financially in your absence. The cool thing is this. You will receive a check in a tax-free format, and we will not dictate how you use the funds. If you become diagnosed with cancer and want to take out your entire family to a trip to Hawaii, by all means go. It's your money. Do with it what you want. When fighting a chronic or critical illness, the last thing you want to worry about is money. Having tens of thousands or maybe even hundreds of thousands in your checking account sure makes it easier to focus on what really matters, and that's spending time with your family and focusing on getting better. Now, the 4th way we get compensated from your life insurance plan is in a tax-free income stream. Most people we meet with are behind or unsure of their retirement income. Structured properly, we can show you how to use your life insurance plan as a supplemental retirement income that you can't outlive. Our clients are thrilled to know that $1 is doing the work of $4 with their plan. We are protecting them if they die too soon, live too long, become ill, or need supplemental retirement income. Now, let me be clear. Your plan doesn't have to involve the Forward Living benefit. We have hundreds of clients purchase our term life insurance with living benefits. What I love most about those is this. Term life insurance pays out only 2% of the time, but living benefit term life insurance increases your odds of using the plan to 40% with little to no increase in cost. Now, if I'm a betting man, I'm taking the 40% odds every single time. Are you a business owner or do you have a family that is depending on you financially? Are you prepared for an unexpected illness? You see, life changes. We need to protect it. A wise man once told me, knowledge is something you learn. Wisdom is the ability to apply that knowledge to your everyday life. What we've discovered in working with clients is there are two types of people out there. There are the very few that are successful, and then there's the big crowd. Are you like most people who can't sleep at night knowing they don't have their financial affairs in order? Or are you part of the very few out there that have a plan in place where you can sleep like a baby knowing your family is protected? So here's how the process works. We will focus on a specific, custom-tailored strategy and execution to help protect you from the two enemies of wealth, a chronic and critical illness. Now, the strategy session will take about 15 minutes, and you will be speaking with me personally. I'll be helping you identify exactly where you're at and help you put together a strategy to protect you and your family the best way possible within your budget. So who is this for? This is for the people who are serious about their future. I especially like the man or woman that truly value protecting their family. Most of my clients stay with me for the long term and understand this is a long-term strategy to protecting their family and potentially growing their retirement. Who is this not for? This is not for the person who likes to complain and make excuses. It's definitely not for the person who is stuck in the information gathering mode and are not prepared to take action now. We deal with companies worth billions of dollars that the wealthy have been using for over 100 years. Remember, this is not for the person who is not absolutely serious and committed to protecting their family and growing their family's wealth to affect the generations to come. Now, knowing that we are a good fit is absolutely crucial because I want all my clients to get the results and work with them for the long term. And to do that, I need to get them a return on their investment. And the truth is this, there are some people I just cannot help. And if that's the case with you, I will be 100% upfront with you and suggest somebody else or maybe an alternative. I am only looking for those who are a good fit and who I'm absolutely sure I can help with their plan. The first step is to complete an application for a private strategy session with me. We need the application to see two things. Number one, to see if I can help you and that I'm the best person to help you get the results you want. Number two, that you are ready to step up, commit, and take initiative to get the best plan in place for your family. Now, once you complete your application, you'll be taken to my calendar and you'll be able to schedule a time with me to conduct your strategy session. This is where we will really start working together to figure out exactly what you want and how to make that happen in the most efficient way possible. And then at the end of the call, one of two things will happen. You'll either be a fit and I will extend an invitation to work with me as one of my clients, or it's not a good fit, and that's totally okay too. And there's no hard feelings or obligations of any kind. Either way, you will receive an insanely valuable strategy session and will walk away with newfound clarity of exactly where you are when it comes to having the best protection in place. It will be guaranteed the most valuable 15 minutes you invest in your insurance plan this entire year. So go ahead and schedule a time right now, and we will see if we are a good fit for doing business together. This is not a brand new strategy. This has been utilized by the wealthy for decades and decades. And as I said before, I will only work with clients who I know with absolute certainty that I can generate the same results I've been able to do for my current client base. What I have found is this, that those who can make a decision quickly and confidently are most likely to get results and most likely become my very best clients. So go ahead and reserve your spot now and follow the instructions on the next page.